Hello, precious people. I'm Jacqueline Parks, and today we're going to paint this alligator. Let's do this quick. Woo! So we're painting this little alligator. He's cute little alligator. I'm going to put some clean water that I got from the swamp. So it's nice and clean. Super nice and clean. Get on his little eyes and his little head. We're just getting him wet because alligators like water. Yep, they like the water. They really like mud and hiding in the mud because apparently that's how they ambush their prey. And then unsuspecting bridge inspectors might walk in that water trying to inspect a bridge, and then guess what happens to them when they get in the water when it's real muddy and murky? Oh yeah, they get attacked by alligators. But don't worry, the bridge inspector's fine. He actually didn't get in the water. He was very smart and ended up walking on a log, and therefore he did not get attacked. Well, he got attacked, but he did not get bitten by an alligator. Let's do this. Put some of this Paynes gray in there, because look at all this beautifulness. Its belly and its little chinny chin neck area. And then what about that tail? Oh yeah, look at that tail. Look at that tail. It's so pretty. So pretty. Alligator is a very pretty animal. It really is. Oh, some of that's supposed to be white. I don't know. We're just kind of dabbing things in right now. It's not really making this the final. It's not the final. This is just some fun stuff right now. I don't know. I like to do this and see what happens. We're just kind of doing it quick. Pop, pop, pop. See how wet? This is my new paper that I've been using, so I love it. Love it. Now see, that's very, very pretty already. I need some paper towels. My biggest issue with this is letting these layers dry. So I'm probably gonna edit that out and see what happens. But for now, I'm gonna make sure we have some nice areas lifted up. And really all these are supposed to be white. All these are white. And I did not do that. Although, here's the thing, is I can go in with my white jet pen later and get them nice and white. It is kind of fun to just do it basically like this, lifting it off. And that's gonna pop when I do the background, which the background is some ugly muddy bank, but I might end up doing it and just trying to make it look pretty. And look at that pretty little arm right there. It's so pretty. Such a pretty little arm. You know, I went on YouTube looking for a way to paint an alligator in watercolor. And guess what? There was no video. None. So guess what I'm doing? I'm doing a video for y'all. Yep. That's his heel right there. His foot is hanging out straight back. So yeah, there's a lot of there we go. Lift that out. And perhaps right there. Lift that. I don't know. I probably put that pencil line in the wrong place. That's okay. Boy, it's a little scrunkly out there. Little scrunkly. Now, part of me wants to look at that belly. Look at the roundness of his belly. He has such a pretty little belly. He do. He have pretty belly. He's gonna look so good. Oh, so good. I'm gonna try and do this very quickly. Like, I don't want it to be super intensive, lots of detail. I just want it to be quick. Quick. So, hopefully this is gonna dry pretty quick. Might switch to a smaller brush. This was my number 14 from a very cheap set from Michaels. So I like using that because I can get a really fine tip with that, and I can do it details with this. But today we are going to do this nice one that I paid almost 75 bucks for the whole thing. Well, my husband did, but basically the print has rubbed off on this. I don't even know what size that one is. I think there was a 6 and 8, a 4 and a 2. I could be wrong. I forget. Anyways, they are really nice and I do like them. I'm not bashing them, but I would like it if it was I don't know, not rubbed off, I guess. Let's see how we're doing. I'm gonna put some, look at that. And this water is still, or this page is still pretty wet, but it's not too bad. Like, I can feel it, you know. See how it bleeds out a little bit still? Which is fine. It's perfectly fine. Now, I kind of want to do some detail in some areas, but not necessarily a lot. Okay, so all this is just going to be shadow. But like some of this is just going to be dark right there. Just like that. Sorry if I'm concentrating. I usually stop talking. I'm sorry. Might end up going back in and doing more of these. Alright, what about this? This looks like it'd be more dark. Same with this one. probably that one too. Just a bunch of little things here. And there's a lot of really cool little details in here. I might be doing a shadow on this, I don't know. There. And a little bit more Paynes, great. And this is supposed to be real dark in here. It's watercolor, so you need lots of water. Make sure you get water on your brush. Alright, what else we got going on? More shadow in here. I do like the color Paynes Gray. If y'all don't have Paynes Gray, you need to get some. I'm going to do this until I reach one point on this, right above the eyes. Is where it starts to go to the white. So everything on this side can be dark. Oh, those little pens moving is going to drive somebody bonkers, probably. Yep, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Mm-hmm. I think that's good. And then I might move all of these so that they'll stop bugging. How are we doing on the recording? I think it's going to be okay. Hopefully I don't run out of space. Hopefully. Okay, so now it's going to be his wheelbarrows. His wheelbarrows. I'll just make these dark. Now this is his little arm. He's got a little arm right here. And I don't know why, but they definitely put their little feetsies back, which I think is cute. They have cute little feetsies. That's his back. And then we're gonna put some dark stuff here. But we're just giving a little impressionistic. Let's see if I can get some of this. What is this stuff? It's probably ultramarine. I'm gonna put some ultramarine right there. So that's totally cool. How about right there too? And as it goes towards this eye, it's starting to change and transition into a different part of that view. Oh, I just like it. Look at how you just like tap it here and there, and it's just like so pretty. Now, Paul Clark has a video about painting an alligator eye, which I didn't do. Probably should have did it, but now out. So he doesn't have painting a whole alligator, but he does have painting the eye of an alligator. So that's kind of cool. See, and this is still kind of wet. You can tell a little bit, but not a whole lot. And I'm gonna just dab some. Some of that, and then I'm gonna remove that. Now there is some kind of a creamy color. If I can make a cream. It's actually kind of off-white, which I don't know if that's gonna work. Maybe make it a little green. Use this color. Might be kind of cool. Would have been good if I could have kept that white, but I didn't. It's probably too late for me to dab it out. Some colors like to stain. I'll just keep it like that, I guess. And the thing about this nice rough paper is you can kind of glide it over the top. See how it looks? It's kind of cool. So what I'll do is I'll just add some, get some more water, lots of water, maybe some of that green and that blue. What happens then, huh? What happens then? It's just kind of cool. That's what it is. This is kind of like its little shadowing area. I'm gonna need some white gel pen for sure. Get some of this. And then it goes all the way back here. To like, his jowls are back here, like legit. Got some good jowls. Good jowls, good jowls. I'm probably getting too persnickety about this, to be honest. But I'm trying to look at the reference photo here. See how pretty? His eye is going to be pretty dark, but we'll see. And like in here, it's going to be those kind of really cool looking little semi creases in there. And that's going to end up being darker. And so I'm just doing a little bit of that. It's supposed to make it look like the alligator skin. So there's going to be definitely some, you don't want it to be too painstaking when you do all this. And I don't know, does he have a little scar right there? I'm going to do some more of the green. And he's going to go out. He's got like a toothy, some toothies. There we go. And about right in here, he's got some nice little texture. I was thinking about using some salt. I don't know. That's his little fingy. There's another little fingy right here. And another little fingy right there. Some of them fingies are in the dark. This one's in the dark. I didn't even draw it. It's so dark. It's very, very dark in there. Yeah, I guess that's good. What about over here? Do some more over here. Oh, this alligator is definitely going to be blue. He's so blue. Why so sad, little gator? See, I don't know why I'm so sad. Gotta have Jesus in my heart. He's probably like, I need to have some tilapia or something in my heart. Okay, he's a little alligator. Oh, that's dark right there. And some of these are just weird how these little bumps are. I'm not really good at just the anatomy of all this, but it's just gonna be super quick anyway, right? It does seem to have almost a striping on it. So cool. So cool. Look how cool he is. That's kind of dark in there. I don't really see it too much. It's super dark in here. And it's gonna pop once I get that shadow in there. It's gonna look great. And this is cool too because I just want to get that shape of the mouth. I think that'll make it look really good. Okay, what else are we gonna do here? these are in the light, but there are some that are dark right here. I'll cast shadows of these things. I'm not ready to do the shadows yet, so I will in a minute. Let's see, we want to get some of these kind of dark because they're totally in the shadow. And I like that it's still kind of wet and it's doing its thing. His eye's not going to be super duper. And there's a few in here too. Let's see, definitely has some of that alligator skin look and stuff. Look at that. Just a little bit of make your eyes start to do that. And I like all that. And maybe some of that green down in there. It does have green on his arm right here. Yeah, alligators have arms, yeah. He's a purdy guy. Purdy. And this leg, I don't know. His leg is a little wonky looking right here, but that's okay. And he's got a little toe back there. Little toe bean. So yeah, this is gonna be good right here. His leggy. Almost done, really. Let me see how I'm doing. Oh, 30 minutes. I hate when it goes so long, so long. But that's okay. Let's just do some. Because we're just trying to make it look like an alligator. It doesn't have to be a total representation of an alligator. But I do like having realistic paintings. And like, if this was your pet alligator, you would want me to pay special attention to his characteristics, you know? Because he would be your baby and you would want to have a nice picture of him. So let's see, get some more blues. And we're gonna just start going. And this is very, very technical stuff, you know, super technical. But that's okay. You guys can learn. It's very fun. Oops, that's okay. That's gonna be mud. Get down to mud. Okay, this is like super dark in here. I can tell from my reference photo. And there are a couple little lines in here. Did I go too dark? I don't know. Let me just cover that up. Now I do see some really dark lines, like it's cool because it's gonna go, it's almost following my pencil lines. It's a good thing I made a drawing. There we go. Now, I'm gonna take some water, some clean water. I'm gonna touch. Just kind of bleed that out, just with a little bit of water. I need to rinse. Okay, now we see some of this needs some help. And it's doing pretty good, isn't it? It's doing very good. Very nice. He's got a very nice looking tail. I just like to wiggle stuff, and a lot of times I just trust the Holy Spirit. He helps guide me. And you might be like, why would God care that you're painting? Well, God gave me the talent, so he does care. And, you know, a lot of times we think that being an artist isn't as important as being a doctor or being a lawyer or being some other kind of profession that's more technical. But I'll be honest with y'all, I think that being an artist is a calling just as important as any of those other professions. So definitely don't feel it's not an important endeavor, because I think it's super important. It brings joy into this world. Doesn't it bring joy? I think it's bringing joy. I love watching different people on YouTube creating, and I feel like you know, I look forward to Paul Clark's videos on Wednesday. I look forward to some other YouTubers that I've watched. Let me see. This needs to be more round. His belly needs to be more round. Rounded. Yeah, that's a good little leg right there. And sometimes I make something just too dark and I gotta go back. But that's okay. He's looking super good, super good. Now his mouth, I gotta wait for that to dry, but I think I'm gonna use some of this Paynes gray mixed with this brown. And that will give us a nice dirty teeth looking mouth. And I might just trace over, or paint over this line and let the gel pen do the teeth later. Because to figure out where each little white toothy is going to be hard. It's going to be too hard, probably. So, we'll just paint this little line. But it doesn't have to be perfect. Doesn't have to be perfect. He's got some kind of blemishes in here. Yeah, he's super blemishy right there. I just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. And I might use this same brown over here. It needs to be dark. Dark. And I'll go in with that shadow color in a minute, but first, let's make some more eye. His eye needs to be darker. You know, his eye's a little bigger. Oh yeah, that's so cute. He's so cute. He's so cute. Maybe do a little nosy. He's gotta have his little nosy. I don't like that. That's too dark. I need some more blues. I do think that this darker blue is what I need right in there. Because this is definitely dark. He definitely, he's looking super good. He's looking super good. All right, so I think I'm done with my gator for now. Just don't forget, I gotta put some white gel on there in spots. So I need to do the, here's my nice thing. So the background, you know what, let's do a second video. There we go. Sometimes if I split up them videos, it's better. All right, now behind him, it's gonna be some pretty swamp. Some pretty swamp. Now the thing about this, I gotta be very careful. I don't want any of these little doodads. I don't want them to show anything. They gotta be white. Okay, what I'm loving about this paper, which is, it's Arches paper. I just started using it and I'm very much in love with it. Because it stays wet, and it's kind of funny that I would want that, but I do, because sometimes you want to go back in there and drop some really awesome stuff. So right now I'm stopping right here just because I don't want to wet my whole paper. All right, so now we're gonna take this one again. I don't know what size this is, 14. We're gonna get some nice green, a nice green. Now some people like to mix their own green, so you can use your whatever blue and yellows. And get some of this. Get your brush nice and saturated. Don't hold back. Look at that yellow. Get some blue in there, and that'll make your green. Look at that pretty green. It's very swampy. You would not want to go in this swamp, trust me. So I'm making some kind of green. It looks like it's reflecting off of things. So like there's some blues in there, but there's definitely some green in here. And what I like to do is, do some speckling. And if I got it on my gator, I'd be okay, because I would just wipe it down. See, there's some right there. It's okay. So now I'm gonna put just some blues in there. Why? Because it's water in there. There's like some reflection of the sky in the water. So that's kind of cool. I really want to do a lot of that Paynes gray color. I just like this. Look at how I just touch. Just touch. It kind of goes right up to where I got it wet. And if it didn't get wet, then it's not going to work. But I might put some of that, just smear some yellow in there. Why? Because it just is fun. There's always, I get these little hairs. I gotta get rid of that little hair. Get off of there. All right. Now what am I doing here? This is gonna be some kind of browns. Let me do these two together. I like doing these two and then a little Paynes gray. And that makes a nice little brown color. So right now I'm making this muddy dirt. And I want to try and go right up in there. Just real easy. Well, I like that. Look at how that's so pretty. It's so pretty. I know you're probably like, what's pretty about an alligator? I don't know. People like making purses out of their skin, so they must think it's pretty. Right? Okay, I'm gonna go back in there. And this part I'm gonna end up doing some blue for the shadow, but for now we're just gonna make it brown because that's what color it is. And see, I didn't pre-wet all this. That's okay. Because sometimes I don't want to, you know? Sometimes I just want to have my brush glide over perfectly dry paper. But I will do this. This is definitely some greens in there. Gonna go around his little head. And that's good. And definitely like some more speckles. And you know what? We can make whatever speckles we want. We can do more yellow. We can do more blue in there. What about this blue? This blue feels neglected, so we're just gonna let it participate a little bit. And look at how that turned out. Very, very pretty. Look at that divot though. I don't like the divot, so I'm gonna push that out. Push it away. And I know there's going to be some shadow in here, so I'm not too concerned right now of getting everything perfect, but it's okay. Ooh, look at that. And then maybe a little bit in there. I just like to play, y'all. This is fun. Super fun, actually. I want a little more of that turquoisey color. Maybe in there. Because that's going to look so pretty. And give that look of water behind him being reflected in the sky. I'm just doing a little bit here and there. And I'm looking, I gotta see my reference photo. I might do some more brown. And see, this is already kind of drying, but that's okay. And we can always speckle it. And I can make some Sometimes I just need to switch into a smaller brush to speckle, splatter, whatever you want to call it. Like that. And see where it's dry, how it's real. It's kind of cool. And sometimes what I like to do is get this long and just do something like that. Why? I don't know. It just seems kind of cool. It's just kind of cool to do. It makes little thingies. But I might want to put a little bit of salt. Why not, right? We like salt. A little salt over here. If you don't want to wait for your salt to dry, what I like to do sometimes is get a smaller brush and some clean water. So look at that. So if you don't want to wait for your salt, just use clean water. Look at that. So cool, huh? So cool. All right, I am looking at this little guy and he's looking so cute. I like him. But he's not anchored to the page because there's no shadow right now. Let me just get that right up against there for a second. Hold on. So he needs that shadow. And it's pretty dark shadow, to be honest. But I'll have to wait for this to dry because the shadow will make it really pop. I like how dark this is over here. Might want to splatter some. Oops, not wet enough. Hold on. See, nope, do not get on my gator. Going to get there either. It's right there. It's okay though. See? What else we gotta do with this guy? I could get my little heat tool out, but I don't know. Maybe I'll do this. Do some wiggly. Wiggle, wiggle. And see, sometimes we just want to kind of frame our little guy because he's super cute, isn't he? Maybe I want to put a little bit more blue in one of these corners, just for fun, because I like blue. Splatter. Splatter is fun, y'all. I mean, I know it's not fun if it's not going to go where you want it to, but this is just kind of fun. I'm going to make some kind of structure, twiggies. Just makes it look more interesting. There. Now this part in here is definitely going to be darker because it's in the shadows. But I'm going to make it, I'm going to have to make it definitely darker. There we go, look at that. How cute it's turning out. It's turning out super cuties. Let's see, I want this dark right in here too. Let's see, this is the part where you gotta get it right on there. And see, all in this is gonna be dark. It's gonna be in the shadow. I think it's right about here where the shadow starts to go out. See how it's coming? It's making him anchored, which is very good. Want your alligator to be anchored. Now over here, I think there is some shadow as well. There. See, I'm just making a couple of these to stick out so that it looks like the shadow of those little spines. Definitely need to make some more of this stuff. Water, more browns. Look at that. So now in his mouth, I'm going to make some areas of dark. And I'm going to make, you know, a more toothy looking. And shadows aren't all the same color throughout the shadow. Like closer to the body is going to be darker, and further away from the body is going to be lighter. And I'm definitely going to switch to this one because I want to make it more blue now. because it's going out on this side a little bit. I don't know why the shadow is so dark over here, but that's okay. And I'm too wet now, but that's okay. I dried it off a little bit, and now we're just going to go over across that hand. It's in the shadow. I also want to make this darker. Let's see, he's looking really good. Definitely some shadow in there. Oh, that's in shadow. A little more shadow in here. Now, here's the part that I gotta get right. Oh, it's so hard. Okay. So, let's see which row I'm on. Some of these rows definitely need a little bit higher, darker shadow on this side. But basically, it needs to be watered down. And then we can do that's my little shadows. I don't know about all of this, what it is, but I think it's just like I said, I might have to go back in with some gel pen. Does that look like it's got shadow hanging off of the back? I don't know. I feel like that's too dark. Or too harsh. There we go. And then maybe just a little bit on here. Just like that. Yeah. What do you think? You think it's done? Maybe lift off a little bit right here. No, that's just a simple little alligator. When it's dry, I will probably go in there with some, I don't know, go in there with something. Although I'm not liking this cauliflower bleed right here. Of course, I can always, I don't know what I can always do with that. Go back in with this. And just make it. Yeah, just do that, maybe. I'm not really sure why there's so much water coming this direction. It doesn't look good. But that's okay. You get the idea. Let me see if I can put a little bit more in here. And now I'm just kind of fooling around. I'm not really looking at my reference photo. I'm just kind of putting stuff here and there. Because the background, I want it to look kind of like it's just fading into the background, like it's not the priority. Yeah, it's not the priority, you know? But I do like adding some darks just to make it look interesting. Yeah, I might have to do that with some green. Yeah, I don't know why the water is all like puddling right there. It's not what I wanted it to do. But that's okay. I like the little painterly feel to my stuff. I don't want it to look like a photo. So hopefully you enjoyed painting an alligator with me. I'll have to, oh, I guess, can I do it yet? I don't think so. Let me see. But yeah, there's like some little spots right in here. But I don't want them that dark, I mean bright. And also with the teeth, there's gonna be some, 1, 2, 2. And then his nose, probably make that a little more white. And always in the eye, there's got to be little highlights from the sun. So that's where I think, I don't know, it'll be done. Maybe a little bit more on this finger. Maybe that's a little bit right here. think I got all this stuff. Yeah, I think that's good. Not too dark on those, or bright, I should say. Yeah, I think that's it. I can do some more in there, but I think it's not going to add anything. I'm just fiddling. It'd be just fiddling. So that's pretty much our little gator. He looks so happy. And that was just about an hour. So not sure if I'll upload it in different segments or if I will. I'm going to put some in there. Yep. I need to do that in a couple different segments. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching and have a blessed day.